What about Gina Vitelli? No, I arranged already to have a driver at the airport. That's fine. And Kay and Vern, what about them? All right, that's very good. Now, you have the number to my stateroom on the Queen Mary? All right, that's all. Keep me informed.
Dad, I just got a call from Oscar. Could he and Annette join us for cocktails before dinner?
Sure, that sounds wonderful. Ridge, what's the latest, please?
Thorne, you shipped them, didn't you?
Yes, the gowns are on their way. They should be at the Queen Mary in 20 minutes.
Security?
Yep, couldn't be tighter. Western said they'd have 4 guys at the vault at all times.
All right. I want no one to see those gowns before we unveil them.
No one will.
Well, it's just the idea of having our originals in such close proximity with someone who's been stealing them for years.
Yeah, don't think that hasn't crossed my mind.
Look, will you both relax? There's no way in the world Sally Spectra's going to see those designs before the public does.
Honey, your father and I fought that battle for so many years, we have every right to be worried.
The battle is over, Mother. Sally will never steal from us again.
Thorne's right. She's done herself in with all this publicity. She's just too high profile now to pull any fast ones.
You really think so?
Are you still worried about that speaker she has in the program?
Well, we don't even know who the young woman is.
She's a former patient, isn't she?
A burned victim that was treated at the Children's Medical Center. Yeah.
Well, that's what Sally Spectra tells us.
Mother, why would she lie?
Why would she lie? Because she's a thief and a liar. She's been stealing your father's original designs and mass producing them for years, along with a lot of other people's in the industry. So, I mean, we have no reason to trust her.
Well, one way or the other, we're going to find out in a few hours, won't we?
I'd like to find out before the show.
Look, let's talk about this on the way to the Queen Mary. We've got to get over there.
You go ahead. I'm going to make a stop.
Where?
Well, I might just learn something if I catch her off guard.
Oh, Mother, you're not going up to Spectra, I hope.
That's exactly where I'm going.
Look, well, at least let me send a driver with you. That neighborhood is not safe.
No, I'll be fine.
Stephanie, be reasonable.
No, I'm going to go. I'll see you on board the ship later.
All right, I want to go over the seating arrangement one more time.
Bucky, will you please just relax? Look, I promised. I gave you my word. What else can I do? Yes, I will tell Saul. Yes, I will tell Macy. Yes, I will tell Darla. Fine. Goodbye.
What was that all about?
Clark Garrison. He is going to be at the fashion show after all.
And he's afraid we're gonna blow his cover.
Oh, gosh, don't worry, Sal. I'll act like I hardly even know him.
You will act like you don't know him at all. Not even a hello.
What if no one's looking?
Stay away from him, Einstein.
Really, Darla, there are gonna be a lot of Forresters there, and we don't want any of them to see you talking to him.
Okay.
Darla, go tell Willie that rack's ready to go down to the boat, okay?
You got it, Sal.
What are you wearing today, honey?
You've asked me that 3 times now, Mother.
Well, it must be important then, huh?
You know I always try to look my best.
I know that, darling, but it's just that today is a day unlike any other day.
You're talking about more than just the fashion show.
Let's just say that you will be meeting some very significant people in a couple of hours, one in particular. And I want you to look ravishing.
Rich Forrester.
Hi, are you alone?
Yes, I am.
I know you're terribly busy, but do you think you could possibly find the time to come by here?
Sure, I could stop by on my way to the ship. Why? What's going on?
I'd rather wait until you get here.
All right. I'm on my way. Bye-bye.
You ready?
Yes, I am.
We'll drive down together.
I can't. I'm gonna need my car down there.
Well, it's okay. We'll ride together. This is kind of exciting, huh?
What's that?
Well, the Queen Mary, the fashion show. There's magic in the air.
I'm glad you feel that way.
And look, don't be afraid to throw a little extra work my way. Right now, at this point, the more work, the better.
Those words will come back to haunt you, you know that.
Well, you better take advantage of it, because you may never get that offer again.
All right, if you insist.
You know, I haven't talked to her since she moved out of the house. And I've been tempted to call her, but then I thought to myself, what would it accomplish?
What would it accomplish?
Make me miserable?
You need that?
Look, let's get going before the traffic gets crazy.
Thorne, you can't go with me. I've got a million errands to run.
Really?
Yeah, I'll meet you down there.
Okay, sure.
Good luck in the 405.
Oh, I'm not going to take the 405. I'm taking the back streets.
Clear to Long Beach? You really are into torturing yourself, aren't you?
Mother, whatever it is you have planned.
Now, honey, don't you worry. You just be yourself. You've got plenty to do. Don't even think about me.
Macy, I just got a call from downstairs, and there is a limousine waiting for you.
A limousine?
I ordered that.
Why?
You don't want to be stuck with a car down in Long Beach.
Oh, I don't.
Suppose you drink too much champagne.
It's waiting, Mace.
She's up to something. Keep an eye on her.
Now, are you all straight on what you have to do?
You bet I am.
Great. Then we're all set.
It is ingenious, Sal. Your daughter and Ridge Forrester are going to be very close by the end of this day.
Yes, Dara, they certainly are. Now, please, go out there and finish your work. We're going to be leaving very shortly.
Right.
Is this Sally Spectra's office?
Yes, ma'am.
Is she in?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Would you mind telling her I'm here? I'm Stephanie Forrester.
Oh, sure. Psst, Sal! You'll never guess who's out here.
Not the IRS.
No. Better than that. Stephanie Forrester.
Heading out to the big ship?
No, I won't be coming to the show.
You won't?
No, I'm sending someone else to cover it. I'm leaving town tonight, Ridge.
Hello, Stephanie. Please, come in. Come in. What a surprise.
Yes, I thought it might be.
Well, what a thrilling day we have to look forward to, hmm?
Yes, we do, and I'm not going to take a lot of your time up because I know you're as busy as I am.
I've always got time for you, Stephanie. I mean that. What's on your mind?
It's the speech that the young woman is going to give at the gala today.
Stephanie Dixon. She's a lovely young girl in her own way.
What's this all about, Miss Spectra, really?
It's exactly what I told you, Stephanie. She's a former patient, and she's terribly grateful to the Women's Foundation, and to you in particular, for all of the money that was raised for the Children's Medical Center.
Have you actually seen this young woman?
Yes, I have. She was in a fire. She has terrible scars from the burns on her face. She's lucky to be alive. I can see that you have trouble with this, Stephanie.
Yes, I do.
With the concept or with the person behind it?
The concept is fine, Miss Spectra.
But just because I was the one who came up with the idea...
Let's be very direct, shall we? This gala today is for your self-promotion, nothing more and nothing less. Now, it's true. The funds that are raised will be beneficial to the medical center and to the children. But this entire event is geared for your self-interest, certainly not for mine or my family's.
I have a suggestion.
What?
How would you feel about speaking to Stephanie Dixon yourself?
That might be a very good idea.
You're leaving town.
Yes.
Where are you going?
I need to get away for a few days.
I see.
I don't think you do see. I've made tremendous changes in my life this week, Ridge. I'm getting a divorce. I've moved out of my home, and I've met with my lawyer, and I filed my papers. And in essence, I've acted. And I'm moving forward. And as they say, a body in motion tends to stay in motion, which is what I intend to do, to keep moving forward. But that involves you.
How?
You and I have to make some decisions about each other. Or maybe you already have.
Caroline, aren't you forgetting a major factor?
No, there are two major factors. There's Thorne, and there's Brooke. And I haven't forgotten either one of them. Now, as for Thorne, he's young and attractive, and it's just a matter of time before he meets someone else.
He's not going to forget you that easily.
If there's one thing I have learned about life, Ridge, is that life is not easy. But you do survive, and he will move on. But what about us? Will we move on? Which brings me to the second factor, Brooke.
What about her?
I don't need to ask you how you feel about her because I know. You love her. But Ridge, I'm just as convinced that you love me too.
Oh, now this is getting interesting.
Well, I notice that you're not denying it. And you won't. Because the reality is that you love two women, Ridge.
I don't know whether to feel flattered or insulted.
Neither. It happens, Ridge. Someone can love two people at the same time.
Caroline, why don't you tell me where you're going with all this?
It's very simple. When I was married to Thorne, and Brooke was willing to live in the house with you, you could go on loving both of us. But that's not the case anymore. And you have to choose.
Or do you think this is the perfect time for me to make that choice?
Yes, Brooke is out of town, and I'm going out of town for a few days. It'll give you time to yourself to think about it.
Well, I haven't even told you if I agree with the premise or not.
You do. You agree. Because you know that it's true.
Oh, because you feel so totally unthreatened by it, I can feel free to admit it.
Yes, but you won't, because your male ego will never let you.
Ah. Well, maybe it's 3 women. Maybe 4.
Well, it can only be one, Ridge. One woman. Let's help you make the right decision.
I imagine you think you're calling my bluff.
You might say that.
Well, maybe this will help you to trust me just a little bit more, Stephanie.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Dixon. This is Sally Spectra. There's someone here that wants to talk to you. Hold on.
Hello?
Yes?
Is this Miss Stephanie Dixon?
Who is this?
This is Stephanie Forrester. Miss Dixon, I understand that you were a patient at the medical center.
Yes, I was.
I understand from Miss Spectra that you were in the burn center.
Yes.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wonder if I might ask you a question. How exactly did you meet Miss Spectra?
I had seen her picture in the paper, so I called.
Oh, you volunteered to do this speech at the event?
Yes. You see, I'm very, very grateful.
Miss Dixon, aside from the fact there are going to be a great number of people there are also going to be the press. There's going to be a lot of lights and still cameras and television cameras as well.
You don't want me to speak?
That's not my point. I just want you to be aware exactly what you're going to be in for.
This is very, very important to me. I owe you this, Mrs. Forrester. And all the people who gave money to the medical center. You see, I wouldn't be here today without you.
Well, then you're going to be fine. And if the opportunity presents itself, I would like to meet you before the event. Is that possible?
Maybe. But you see, I get very nervous in crowds. So I don't think I'll be going out there until just before I stand up to speak.
I understand. But if you do become nervous, just remember, we're really all there for a very worthy cause.
Yes. Yes, we are.
All right then, Miss Dixon. I'll see you after the event. Bye-bye.
Look, Stephanie, if it would make you feel better to introduce Miss Dixon yourself, that's perfectly all right with me. Anything to make you feel more positive about this.
Oh, no. That's fine. I think you should do the introduction. I just hope that I'm wrong about you, Miss Spectra. I don't think I am, but I hope so.
Beautiful. She's just beautiful.
It's gonna be one hell of a day.
Dad, Thorne. Everybody ready?
What a setting, huh?
What an event. This will be a day to remember. Well, let's go. We better get started.
Tonight, finally, I get my revenge. And oh, is it going to be so sweet? Thorne will know the truth. That he shot his brother. The whole world will know the truth. Your life will never be the same, Stephanie. Our family will never, ever